Hi, I'm Silke. If you are new to my channel, I'm a psychologist and life coach, and I make videos for handling typical social interactions. If you like to get an update for your communication skills, which could be an absolute game changer, let's say, for example, in a job interview, stick around because we are diving into a super relevant topic, mastering communication skills in 2025. With our world changing faster than ever, being a top-notch communicator has never been more important. So, what does it take to really nail those skills as we move forward? Let's break it down and explore some key elements that'll help you stay ahead of the curve. First off, adaptability is your best friend. In 2025, communication is all about being flexible and open to change. Seriously, in our fast paced world, adaptability is like having a secret superpower. It's all about being flexible and open to change, especially when it comes to how we communicate. So, why is adaptability your best friend right now? Well, think about it. Every day there's something new popping up, right? Whether it's a fresh social media platform or the latest digital tool everyone's talking about. It's like a never ending stream of innovations. And to keep up, you've got to be ready to roll with the punches. Picture this. You're just getting comfortable with one platform, and suddenly there's a new trend taking over. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, adaptability helps you dive right in and figure it out. Maybe you're trying to master TikTok's latest dance craze, or you're exploring a new app that promises to revolutionize how we chat online. Whatever it is, being adaptable keeps you in the loop. But how do you actually become more adaptable? Well, it starts simply with staying curious. Keep an eye on what's happening in the digital world. Read, watch, and learn from different sources. Follow trends and see how they can fit into your communication style. The more you know, the easier it is to shift your approach and stay on top of your game. And remember, it's totally okay to make mistakes along the way. Every misstep is just a stepping stone to become better. Embrace the learning process and don't be afraid to experiment. Adaptability is about being open to trying new things and seeing what works best for you. So, next time you find yourself faced with a new trend or tool, take a deep breath and dive in. You've got this. Being adaptable not only keeps you ahead, but also makes the whole journey a lot more fun, right? Now, let's chat about embracing digital communication. As we plunge deeper into the digital age, getting comfortable with digital tools is not just a nice to have, it's a must. Picture this. Virtual reality meetings where you can sit across from a colleague who's halfway around the world, all without leaving your living room. Or imagine AI-driven chatbots that handle customer inquiries faster than any human could. These technologies are doing more than just changing how we connect, they're completely reshaping it. So, how do you not just survive but truly thrive in this digital landscape? The key is to not only use these tools, but to use them effectively. It's one thing to hop on a virtual meeting, but it's another to foster meaningful connections in that virtual space. Think about it. How can you use a virtual setting to make your meetings more engaging? Maybe it's through interactive presentations or using virtual reality to bring a project to life. AI-driven chatbots are another game changer. They're great for quick responses, but how can you make them feel more human? Perhaps it's about programming them to recognize customer emotions or using them to gather insightful data that can improve how you interact with your audience. The beauty of digital tools is that there's always something new to learn. So dive into these digital waters with curiosity and an open mind. Explore the features, experiment with different techniques, and see how you can leverage them to boost your communication skills in 2025. And here's a pro tip. Don't shy away from asking for help or seeking out tutorials. There are tons of resources out there to help you master these tools. Plus, joining online communities can be a great way to exchange tips and tricks with others who are also navigating this digital world. So go ahead and embrace digital communication. It's not just about keeping up with the trends, it's about finding new ways to connect and communicate meaningfully. But hey, let's not forget about emotional intelligence, the human touch that's more vital than ever. And something that's super important, especially in our tech-filled lives. You know, with all the fancy digital tools we have at our fingertips, it's easy to get caught up in the tech side of things. But here's the thing, the human touch is more vital than ever. Even with all these digital tools, being able to empathize and connect with others on an emotional level is what truly sets successful communicators apart. Think about it. In a world where we often interacting through screens, those who can maintain a genuine human connection really shine. So, what does this look like in 2025? Well, it's all about finding that perfect balance between technology and human interaction. Sure, you might be using video calls or chat apps to communicate, but that doesn't mean you should lose that personal touch. This means actively listening to what people are saying and not just waiting for your turn to talk. It's about showing empathy, understanding people's feelings, and responding in a way that makes them feel heard and valued. And let's not forget about reading nonverbal cues. This can be a bit tricky when you're not face to face, but it's totally doable. For instance, in video calls, pay attention to facial expressions and tone of voice. In text based communication, be mindful of the language and emojis being used. They can add a lot of context to what's being said. Keeping that human connection alive in our increasingly digital world is all about effort and intention. It's about making sure the person on the other end feels like they're talking to a human, not a robot. And trust me, when you master this skill, it makes a world of difference. So embrace your emotional intelligence. Use it to enhance your digital interactions and build stronger relationships. If you've got any tips on how you stay connected on an emotional level in this digital age, drop them in the comments below. And then there's storytelling. Now you might be thinking, storytelling? Isn't that just for books and movies? Well, not exactly. It's actually one of the most dynamic communication tools out there. And guess what? It's only going to grow in importance as we move forward. By 2025, mastering the art of storytelling is going to be a game changer. Why? Because stories have this magical ability to grab attention and deliver messages in a way that really sticks with people. Think about it. When you hear a good story, it stays with you, right? Whether you're crafting a compelling brand narrative for your business or sharing a personal experience to connect with others, storytelling bridges that gap between dry data and real emotion. It's what makes your communication pop and resonate with your audience. So let's break this down with a few examples. Imagine you are trying to explain the importance of a new product. You could rattle off a bunch of statistics, and sure, they might be impressive, but they're not exactly memorable. Now, if you weave those stats into a story, maybe about how the product changed someone's life or solved a big problem, suddenly it's relatable, engaging, and unforgettable. Or say you're sharing a personal experience. Maybe it's about a challenge you overcame or a lesson you learned. By framing it as a story, you invite your audience into your world, making it easier for them to connect with you and your message. The key here is to get creative and start sharpening those storytelling skills. Think about the elements of a great story: the characters, the conflict, the resolution. How can you apply these to your own messages? And don't worry if you feel like you're not a natural storyteller. It's a skill you can develop with practice and intention. So if you want your message to stand out and be unforgettable, dive into storytelling. Experiment with it, play around, and most importantly, have fun with it. If you've got any storytelling tips or experiences, share them in the comments below. As we look to the future, mastering communication skills in 2025 is all about embracing change, leveraging technology, and maintaining that human touch. By focusing on adaptability, digital communication, emotional intelligence, and storytelling, you will be ready to tackle the complexities of tomorrow's communication landscape. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a lot to learn. But here's the good news. These skills can be learned and perfected over time. It's all about practice and persistence. So why not start today? Try incorporating these elements into your everyday communication and see how it transforms your interactions. Remember, the future is full of possibilities. By pushing the boundaries and continuously improving your communication skills, you will set yourself up for success. So get out there, start practicing, and be amazed at how far your skills can take you. All right, I hope you found this video helpful. Perhaps you will also like my other videos and shorts about communication here on YouTube. You'll find all the links to those videos in the description. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell so that you won't miss any of my future new videos. If you subscribe to my channel, it's a free way to support me, and it helps me make more helpful content for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video.